A lot of us carry a handgun every day. We do so to be prepared. We do so to protect ourselves and our family in that small chance that things go wrong and we're actually in danger. We want to be able to defend ourselves if necessary. Now, part of carrying concealed is getting over that initial fear of a weapon. A lot of people have that initial fear, and they have to get over that to be able to carry successfully. But one fear of my gun that I never really get over is actually having to use it. If I ever had to use this gun on another human being, I would do so with a heavy heart. Now, don't mistake heavy-hearted for hesitant, because I would not hesitate. If it was me or a family member's life on the line against the person that's causing us harm, I wouldn't hesitate to use it for a second. So even though the chances of us needing it are very slim, and we all hate to ever have to use it, we still carry it because we want to be ready for that slim chance that it might happen. Well, there's one thing that people like to say that they're prepared, but they always forget about. What about the legal side of it? What about the financial side of that legal aspect of it? If I ever have to use my handgun to save the life of myself or my family, I don't want that same usage to also ruin our lives financially. And that's why when people ask me, do you have any type of insurance? Do you carry self-defense insurance? I say, yes, I do. I do carry self-defense insurance. I think it's just a good idea. Now, the insurance I have is the United States Concealed Carry Association. It is a really good insurance policy. After I looked around, there's lots of different groups out there, groups that provide you legal aid, legal counsel, will provide you access to professionals, but they don't really pay the bills. And what I'm worried about most if something happens like this is I want something that pays the bills. Now, the policy I have, and I do pay for the highest policy, so the policies range anywhere, I think, from like $18 up. I think I pay like $27 a month, just 27 bucks a month. That's almost nothing when you think about it. That's like a cup of coffee a week. And since I don't go to Starbucks anymore, that saves that money right there. So what I get for that $27 is a lot of different things. Let's say I'm arrested in a self-defense shoot. I have a good shoot, but I'm still arrested. Happens a lot. First thing they do is they pay your bail. They pay bail to $10,000 on my plan. And that is higher than the average bail for this type of offense. So that would cover my immediate bail. They also give you immediate referrals to local attorneys that handle your type of case. And not only do they do that, but they provide you money up front for a retainer. They pay the lawyer's retainer. You don't have to pay anything out of your pocket right off the bat to just get the lawyer to take the case. Then after that, they pay your criminal defense fees. They pay that up to $100,000. And last time I checked, I did some research, and the average cost for defending yourself when innocent against a criminal charge for using your firearm was between $50,000 and $65,000. So that should cover the average defense. Now, the biggest criticism I hear from some people about this type of insurance is it doesn't pay if you're found criminally guilty. Well, yeah, if you're found guilty of a criminal act, your legal fees are the least of your worries. You're going to jail because you should go to jail because you murdered somebody. But that's not the case most of the time. Most of the time, people are innocent. And the ones that do get found guilty of a criminal act, they get found guilty because they plea out, because they know they can't afford the tens and tens of thousands of dollars to defend themselves. And overzealous prosecutors use that. They say, hey, if you fight, you're probably going to win, but you're going to be financially ruined. So take this plea bargain. We won't put you in jail any, but you'll lose your rights, etc. So you basically take the lesser of the evils. You take the thing you can live with, the thing that's going to be, okay, it's not fair, but it's not going to ruin my family for the rest of our lives. With this type of insurance, you can actually fight and you can win and you can prove you're innocent. And most of the time, people are proven innocent. So if you're not guilty and you want to fight, this will help you. This will make it to where you can fight. And let's not forget civil liability. A lot of times in a lot of states, you can be found completely not guilty of a criminal act and still get raked over the coals by a sympathetic jury in a civil case. You could have done nothing wrong, but a sympathetic, bleeding heart jury can decide, I don't like guns, so I don't think he even should have had one, so I want to give the mother of the thug he shot, $200,000. That happens all the time. Well, with this insurance, I also get $500,000 worth of civil liability. My policy comes with coverage up to $500,000 for damages, civil damages and property damages. So in the end, what this policy does, it makes me able to fight, and it makes me have a confidence that if I'm not guilty, I can afford to pay those legal fees and I can prove I'm not guilty. I don't have to plea bargain. I don't have to do any of that. I can actually fight, pay for it, and win. And then if I get raked over the coals in civil court, I've still got some protection there too. So when people ask me, should I get insurance? Is it a good idea? Is it something I should be prepared for? Can I afford it? My answer is always, with stuff like this United States Concealed Carry Association insurance, the type of insurance that's going to give you the peace of mind to know that if something bad happens, you're covered. If you're the type of person who wants to be prepared, and you want to be able to defend yourself and your family, and you don't want your lives ruined, either physically or financially, how can you afford not to have it?